This is really the Fighter and the Kid.
Come on, baby.
What's up, pal?
Not much, buddy.
We're back, bud.
Yes, fresh off the Laugh Factory stage.
How was that last night?
It was last night.
How was it?
It was just good to be there to hang.
The old stomping ground.
There's Daddy right there. Look at that. Let's see the hair. You're man,
covering the hair.
Yeah, we really got to do something about the hair.
I love the Laugh Factory.
I'm a little self-conscious of my age and the way I look. I have to be honest. When I see a bunch of young people, I'm like,
you should be.
I'm an older guy.
You should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm a little
Something to think
self-conscious.
about. Yeah, it's always there.
And my wife said, "You're a sexy old man. You have terrible hair."
Yeah.
As I left the house.
No one's saying
you're a sexy old man. Terrible hair. Yeah. I was like, I'm a little insecure, but that's not a bad. Those jeans look all right. My legs look longer than they would normally be.
If you're in entertainment as long as you've been in, you can't help but be self-conscious.
A little bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're judged off of it, especially if you're an actor.
Yeah.
Comedy, not so much.
And when I was younger, it was all about being, pretending to be sexy or be like making jokes about my. But now you're like a little older.
You ever seen Marlon Brando when he's young?
Yes.
Or Paul Newman?
Yes.
And then Father Time goes, "Come here."
Yeah. Father Time will change you up.
Nuts.
My friend Kieran said that. He goes, "You're not a good-looking guy," and because you're no longer remotely good-looking.
Look at Marlon Brando, and then look at him towards the end of his career.
Yeah,
he looked like Chin in high school.
Hey, dude.
Well, he really.
You seen Jack Nicholson lately? He looks like fucking Tales from the Crypt. It's just the way life goes.
Yeah. Jack.
But did you have fun? Because you don't do spots around LA anymore. Never. I think about that sucked for me when I was coming up doing spots around LA because you were never around.
Yeah.
Unless we did the store.
But I should do more because you get something out of it and it stimulates something in me and I'm doing it. But then I'm going out.
You don't want to be a road comic though. You don't want to be just a road guy. That's a weird life.
It's a weird life.
That's why Austin's gonna be good for you.
And you get something from being on stage for 15, 20 minutes at a time.
Yeah, you want to try new bits and shit. You always got to do new material. It'll be good for you.
Yeah.
Be good for you. Good. Yeah. Daddy has a little reservations about going to Austin. Now it's getting real.
Me?
Yeah.
No. But anything new is always a little bit
scary.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll miss LA. I've been here a long time, man. 30 years.
Oh, don't get it twisted. You and I think I can speak for you. We're not those guys that leave LA and then trash LA. I love LA.
No, there's a lot.
I absolutely adore LA.
This has been our home.
Yeah, I love it here. There's so many good things. There's a lot of shitty things, but there's so many good things.
Yeah, so many good things. So I have to say
I just have anxiety overall right now. I think because there's so much changing.
So do I.
And then also,
so do I, buddy.
Also, the thing today while we're doing this podcast early is that Slantback Humvee I've been working on since September. We got to finish it tonight because I got to drive 3 hours to Johnson Valley, King of the Hammers. We got to finish tonight.
Yeah.
I hit the guy up last night. He's like, we'll be get ready to button down, talk to your wife, kids. You're not gonna be home early
You'll
tonight.
Get it done. You're gonna get it.
We'll get it done.
Yeah.
We'll get it done. We have a squad. We'll get it done. It's just it's all that. It's just anxiety.
Just the way it is.
And then I got to drive it well, but it's a 3-hour drive up there, and it's a brand new truck. Who knows? Something goes wrong. I'm stuck on the side of the road.
Yeah.
There's no wipers. It's raining.
There's no wipers.
No.
That's an issue.
So we'll see.
That's a goddamn issue.
We'll see.
How are there no wipers?
I took them off. I didn't like the way they looked.
Can't take them off.
Yeah. Now I regret it.
Yeah. Let's get those back on. Can you get them back on?
You know what? Even Bruno was like, yeah, we're going to need wipers, I think, just for the drive up there. Johnson Valley's dry and sunny right now, but driving up there, you might need them. I went, no doubt. And he goes, you have them, right? I went, for sure. And I went to the garage, and I can't find them.
Can't find your wipers.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. You won't. And that's the thing.
No.
When it starts raining really heavy, you can't see anything. That's safe.
Yeah, but since September working on it, and then today's the final day, just anxiety.
How about the fact that last time you were in this exact same area, another thing happened with a car? Remember that?
Are you talking about when I flipped the TRX? Yeah, Johnson Valley's where I flipped the TRX.
Well, we were talking about anytime that we feel anxiety, because there's change, it's a good thing.
Told my wife this last night, right? Because she's in Austin right now looking at schools. She's touring 3 or 4 schools out there and looking at some houses. And she was talking about it, and I'm talking with her mom too. Like they both have their reservations. I said, listen, it takes a lot to scare me. I've been through some shit. It takes a lot. I can handle a lot.
Well, you're pretty fearless, which is
I told her.
Double-edged sword.
Yes, blessing and curse, right? I get in a lot of trouble. But I told her, I said, anytime I've ever been scared, like major life decision, anytime I've been scared, it's always worked out.
Yes.
It's always worked out
Well-
for the way better. Like I was terrified to leave Denver and come to LA. Terrified, dude. I had one bag and drove from Denver to LA and never came back.
Yeah, there's that saying, the universe rewards the bold. You know, I think when you take risks, I don't think you get anywhere without taking massive action, risk. You want to be calculated about it, but you want to do
You want to
it.
be smart, but you need to do it.
gotta
But then also, like our lives is also like you get too comfortable here.
Too comfortable.
Like everything's too comfortable
comfortable.
here. We've been doing it too long.
It's really
It'd
true.
be good to shake it up.
I've always said that you better be careful about even making a lot of money and getting really famous and comfortable if you're a comic. It'll affect your comedy. You got to be
For
careful.
sure.
You got to
Gotta keep
stay
your-
hungry.
Stay on the grind.
Yeah.
Most
really
don't,
important.
but that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I try to constantly do, is just fucking keep writing and be bothered that I'm not writing, you know? But last night was good. Last night was fun. I did a little improv and it was good, man.
Yeah.
It's good to be on the Laugh Factories.
Love Laugh Factory.
I've had some great
Oh, we've had great times. There.
great times
Oh,
there.
great times. There.
Remember the hangs? We just,
best.
you know.
And those days are over.
Those
And
days
it's all
are
good.
over.
Nothing lasts forever.
No.
Like it's all like when me and Theo were gonna quit doing King of the Sting. I was fighting. Theo called me and goes, "Buddy, it's all good. We had a 5-year run. We did something special. Even Seinfeld doesn't last forever, man.
Yeah.
It's like shows have a finite. It's okay to stop.
Jay Leno
doing
was
it.
talking about that.
He's like,
Jay-
it's
Jay Leno
okay.
said-
He's like, the fans want you to do it forever.
Yeah.
He's like, but that's not in the cards. That's not what we want to do.
Jay Leno said something to the effect of, no matter how famous you are, it's usually about 6 to 8 years before you're the last chair. You're not the first chair. You know, you have this. There are some exceptions, of course, but for the most part,
Yeah.
you stay very relevant for 6 to 8 years, and then things ebb and flow, and it's the way it's supposed to be. You know, even when you have children too, right? Like I have kids now, and a friend of mine, like, I don't see you, I haven't heard from you. Hey, bro. Hey, you. I got 4 kids.
I assume he
Please
doesn't have
understand.
kids.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, no.
The last thing that hits my brain is how you're doing when I've got kids.
I
and a
really
wife.
don't even have friends that don't have kids because we have nothing to talk about.
Yeah, that's
Like
right.
my friends are the baseball dads because we're all going through the same experience.
Right.
There's
You know what'll
nothing-
happen too? Age is interesting. So if I meet anybody, no matter how they're doing in life, right? They could be, if they're 58, we have a shitload
Shit
in
ton.
common because there's that the saying, the guy said, I think Chris Williamson was talking about, a friend of his said, he made all this money, did really well. He goes, and in 20 years, you'll give all that money up to go back 20 years.
100%.
So don't waste this moment and this time. It's so important.
Also, I heard, I forget who said this, but no one remember you working late except for your kids. No one. The people you work with,
Yeah.
your employee, the boss, nobody will remember you working late, but your kids will.
Yeah.
That's why I hate whenever I miss anything, I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Yep. That's right. That's our time, guys. Thanks so much for listening.
you.
That's the end of Fighter and the Kid.
Dude, I woke up some heat because our friend Mr. Joseph Rogan, who we'll see this Saturday, was on a podcast. He was his podcast, explaining that Kamala Harris has been, going on this semi-media tour. No one's really paying attention to her anymore, thank God. But she was saying how Rogan was difficult to work with. She tried making it work. He wouldn't have her on.
That's not true.
Well, Rogan came out and was like, I have receipts. We've tried many a times to make it work. And then she wanted to give him 40 minutes. We had to come to DC. He's like, this has to be open forum. His goal was to do
40 minutes.
good luck. His goal was to, and also you need him.
she was afraid.
Of course, she would have ate shit. It was a blessing. that
It was a
she gone there.
huge error by her campaign, and they've acknowledged it.
But they haven't.
Well, the press has, I
They
guess,
haven't.
right? Okay.
Her campaign has not.
Yeah.
But Rogan's goal was to do Trump and her the same day and release at the same time. Go, you guys decide. But she decided not to do it. Now she was like, well, can we make Saturday work? And he goes, I'll do it anytime you want. 6 a.m., 5 a.m., 8 a.m. I just have to be wrapped by 11. I'll do it later that day if you want to do 5, 7, midnight, whenever you want on Saturday. I'll make it work. I'll whatever you want to do. But I flew in 3 of my best friends from California. I have to do Fight Companion. And I'm not going to tell them no because you want to do it during that time.
Wow.
So people online are like, oh, Rogan chose Callen and Schaub over Kamala.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah.
That's also why he's so successful.
Yeah.
Because all of you would have got down on your knees and sucked her asshole just to get an interview.
And by the way, remember,
And
when
he
we were on the
doesn't give a
podcast,
fuck.
we said, like I said, you want to have her on? He goes, yeah. He goes, Sorry, guys.
You have a throat problem.
Yeah, I'm just thirsty.
Yeah,
Can I get
always
some
had
water,
that.
my love? He said, I'll do whatever she wants. If they don't want me to ask questions, I won't. They want a time limit. He made it so obvious that he wanted to just talk to her and see what she's like as a person. And in
I
my
told you
private
guys on
conversations,
there.
he said that.
I mean, and even our private conversations and on live on air, I went, no chance she comes on. She can't handle 3 hours. She would get absolutely destroyed because she has to show her true colors. She would never do it.
She knew.
Now they're acting like the victim. But Rogan also said her team thought she could win no matter if she did it or not. Hey guys, hate to tell you, she wouldn't have won if she went on Rogan, Jimmy
true.
Kimmel.
That's true.
It does not, the armchair expert with Dak Shepard, it does not matter. She sucks cock.
No, so
Literally.
part of it is our political process where I didn't actually know. You ever notice how all these Democrats are like a yes to child transitions, yes to taxpayers paying for transitions
all
in
that's
jail for
gone.
criminals and
Yeah, all that's
illegal
gone.
immigrants. You know why they do that? Because the people, these super PACs that get together,
Get money.
like the trans people,
Yeah.
they say you need to, like, that's why with abortion, can somebody have an abortion at 9 months? And they say, yes, I support a woman's choice to choose, even though they don't believe that.
choice.
Because you will not get elected because those small minorities create a lot of noise.
Chaos.
And they create, like, they have a lot of money.
Yeah,
They
those
can get
days are done.
They can make or break you.
Somewhere there, snip, 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 snip. Gay Pride Month.
That's
See ya.
why all those groups start losing their power, though.
Oh, yeah.
Now all of them are like, hey, you trans Nazis, like you gender crazies who are talking about, I mean, they did the far left. They're like, get the fuck out of my office because they realize they got
It
burned.
didn't work, yeah.
Didn't work.
Yeah.
Now all the
Could have
all the-
told you that.
Yeah, they're like making the border like basically open borders.
Yeah.
They're like, you get the fuck out of here.
It's been a disaster.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God it changed.
Well, this USAID shit. I mean, I don't think people realize even the Biden administration, the government accounting office, even the Biden administration and the New York Times acknowledged that the 70 or
budget was
so
chaos.
government programs overpaid or there were irregular payments or the money's got by $236 billion.
Which is
that
nothing.
is
In the grand scheme
that's
of
a
things,
sixth
it's
of the
nothing.
entire
Yeah, it's
US GDP in 2023.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. So there's no accountability. It's been grift and
And it was so weird too. It'd be like pro transgender club in Nigeria, 200 million.
that little stuff is. I don't even care about that. It's the
No, I'm just saying
larger
you look-
thing.
But you look at all the donations.
A
like,
$300
what the
million
fuck?
power plant that never got
it's wild,
used.
Yeah, it's just money laundering.
Yeah.
The highest level.
So I didn't look too much into this article. I popped up earlier today, but it was like a new one that said, Trump will now be banning, females from participating in male sports and males from participating in female sports. But I didn't get to the grit of it. What is going to denote female versus male?
Your birth certificate. If you're born a man, you have to compete as a man. If you're
So
born a female, you got to compete as a female.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you change it when you're 16 or you have horrible parents with mental disorders and they encourage you to change your gender, you're not going to compete.
Well,
And here's the other thing.
Yeah.
So now I was like, that's a fun headline. It's really not that big of a problem.
right.
It's really not. Like they'll run on it and it's this huge issue and you think in high schools and all this shit. And
Yeah.
like I talked to this teacher. I was like, I'll tell you what, they changed one of these rooms to one of those transgender rooms and make it a safe space for kids. I'm fucking out of here. And he goes, can I be honest with you? I've been a teacher for 30 years. I've never seen that.
yeah.
I go, really? He goes, not once.
Yeah.
It's really not. He goes, I know the media makes it seem like it's this big deal. He goes, I've never encountered
It's these
it once.
parents that have actually given their children puberty blockers and then cross-sex hormones and ruined them.
They should
for
be in
life.
prison.
They've ruined them for life.
be in prison.
And these kids can never have an orgasm, or they can never have children. Now this is criminal.
And their suicide
This-
rates through the roof
This is criminal.
when they get older.
And now these parents
Again,
are
it's
realizing
not
what
a
they've had
lot
to
of
do. They've realized what they have had to do. Now, can you imagine being a parent having to admit that you destroyed your child for life? Now, think about this.
So they double down.
They
on it.
double
They're like,
down.
no, there's nothing wrong. You're like, damn well it was wrong.
They double
you
down.
fucked up. I wanted
you
to
don't double down, you put a
I
gun
wanted to
in
be
your mouth.
RoboCop when I was a kid. Can you imagine if my dad was like, he identifies as RoboCop, we're gonna chop his fucking arms off and put robotics.
This is
on
how
him.
dumb they are.
When I'm 21, I looked at my dad, and go, what the fuck, dude?
But these are how dumb these fuckers are. Then they're not just dumb, they're narcissists, and they wanted to be part of this thing.
They're minority, though. They're really not a problem. They're an idiot.
But a lot
It's
of them
not
are
a
in
problem.
LA. And a lot of them are
Yeah, it's not a
celebrities.
problem, though.
There was a really interesting, I saw like panel with Rob Schneider was on it. It was like at a college campus. And this guy came up and was like, I have a question for you. Like, I think trans should be allowed. I think trans should be taught in schools. I think all of this.
That's a gay man.
And Rob's response was, let me ask you a question. My 6-year-old comes up to me and says, I want to be a pirate. Should I cut his leg off?
Yeah.
And the kid was like, well, that's not the same. He goes, no, it's exactly
It's
the
exactly
same.
the same, yeah.
He's like, this is what I'm telling you.
Especially
like,
when
at
you
what
put
point?
this
But now
possibility
you're
in a
assuming
child's
all
mind.
pirates have one leg, which is...
That's-
But the main thing is that and
Cultural
psychiatrists
appropriation.
were talking about this. When you put this possibility in a child's mind, when you start to say that it's normal,
Oh, you know
that
how
there's
you can
nothing wrong,
sway little kids?
You have all
Oh my
these
God.
girls especially, like with bulimia and anorexia, it becomes a social contagion. It becomes a mental contagion. Let's
Can I take a break? Because Chin walked in there and went, my word,
I mean,
Chin.
Chin looking hot.
Looking like
You know
a
why?
snack.
Because from head to toe, he is in a beautiful.
That's what it is?
It's a beautiful, true classic
Matching
sweatsuit.
sweatshirt and
it's
jogger.
A sweatsuit.
He has
Dude.
a matching olive green sweatshirt.
What is that
with
color?
the
I like
joggers.
that color.
That'd be olive.
Is that olive?
Army green.
It's a slate. That's what it is. It's slate,
Oh,
dude.
it is Slater.
It's a great
Slater.
color. I actually
AC
very much want
Slater.
that. Now I'm wearing a slate as it happens, a slate true classic.
You're covering it up.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go next door to Ryan and ask him for more of this slate.
Daddy likes to load up.
Daddy likes to load up, and Daddy likes slate.
If you want to try premium clothes at affordable price, we have the perfect outfit for you. You can get in 5 minutes or less when you're online. They have best-selling t-shirts, hoodies, jeans, and more come in 3, 6, 9 packs. Then you bundle. The more you bundle, the more you save. All right?
But also, by the way, it's Valentine's Day. Go ahead and try their button downs. Try those out. They don't wrinkle. They always look great. I wear them all the time. The button downs.
You wear a button down, pants come off.
Oh, pants come off, bro.
Pants come
Because
off.
it hugs my 58-year-old body, and you know I
Button
keep
down
it tight.
on, pants
Yeah.
off.
Daddy keeps it tight.
Valentine's Day. So if you're ready to mix and match clothing to work for your lifestyle, free shipping on all orders, 100% perfect fit guarantee with easy returns. Trusted by over 4 million customers, 200,000 5-star reviews.
That's a lot of
Level up your
reviews. That's a
date
lot of
night.
reviews.
Do it
Damn.
right now. Get the right fit. Go to trueclassic.com/fighter to save. That's trueclassic.com/fighter.
Shop now. Elevate your wardrobe today.
Also, don't you notice how many kids in entertainment, like the parents who are celebrities, how many kids they have that are transgender?
What a surprise.
Now, why do you think that is? That's being like, I need attention. Yep, look, transgender. Like, I'm part of it. That's all it is.
Chin, how many
You know the
celebrities
percentage
have
of your
trans
kid, you know the chances, the percentage of your kid being transgenders? 0.001, and they just happen to be
0.001.
like 50% in Hollywood. You don't think there's an issue there?
Dwayne Wade, Cher,
This is
Tons.
Look at this.
Sting?
Well, what a surprise. Wait, go back. So we
Yeah,
got
it can be a little weird when your parents are fucking super famous and they encourage us because it gets them attention.
Though? Isn't it a coincidence? It's like
How
how
weird is that?
interesting. How interesting that all of you have trans kids.
Angelina Jolie, fucking
Ali Sheedy.
MGK's girl that they broke up.
What a
at.
surprise. Warren Beatty. Wow, look at what happens in Hollywood. Look at this.
This is what happens when your kids hang around the parties and
Look
doesn't
at
have
this shit.
talent, so they need a way to stick out from the crowd.
I'm sorry, but can we just talk about the Grammys for a second and talk about it? It's unbelievable how many of these. It's unfucking real.
A lot of mental health issues there.
Look at this shit.
Jesus Christ.
Look at this. Look at what happens here. This is just unreal, man. Unfucking real.
I don't have any kids, but I think you guys can tell me if I'm wrong. I would assume every parent wants the easiest route for their kid's life.
Look at this.
Normal parents do have a healthy mindset. The
Right.
ones that are constantly need attention and the limelight, they're going to push their kids into that because
mean-
it gets them attention.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. You think that you're gonna that's great. Enjoy this. And what a coincidence that all these fucking stars, all of them, have this. Look at this.
They can't give up the spotlight. Oh, look at me. Look
at how many
transgender
of
kid.
them.
Yeah. You never seen this?
No, I haven't. I think it's outrageous. Look at this. Are these all people with trans
transgender.
kids?
Yeah, man.
Look at this insanity.
Did I blow
Hollywood.
your mind or what?
It's great.
I blew your mind?
Hollywood. Oh my God. I'm just amazed.
Don't be transphobic, man.
No, it's just, it's such a bummer.
They're trans and non-binary, so they're
Non-binary. All right, if they're non-binary, it's fine as long as they haven't done a bunch of shit to their bodies.
Yeah.
You go through your non-binary stage. God bless, all good. I don't give a fuck. But when you've lopped off parts of your body, when you've taken cross-sex hormones,
went to them.com.
That's where you get your sources for trans kids.
yeah. But can we just talk about I want to get your take on Jaden Smith's outfit, please. You're in fashion.
I'm not in that. Not really.
No, I just want to
Not
get
really.
your take.
You know what? You know what it is? You know what it is, Brian?
Now
I'm older. I don't get me wrong. I don't wear sweats outside the house. I don't wear shorts. You got to respect. You got to have a little respect for yourself. I'm not. That's not fashion. You know what that is? Mental illness.
It's not even
You know what that is? I'm surrounded by a shit ton of talented people. I need to attract some attention. Can somebody make me a haunted house to put around my head?
He's such a dick. You're just kind of a dick. Like, hey, mom, dad. Hey,
And then
bro,
I'm going to stand like the Bussin' Boys.
don't you have any friends who are like, hey, what the fuck are you doing?
You know what? The answer is he doesn't.
He doesn't.
He has Chris Lee as a friend, and Chris will go, wear it.
His sister is that his sister? She's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
But I mean, hey, and he didn't grow, did he? He's tiny.
Yeah, I know. Get his mom's genetics.
Wait, are
Maybe
they
that's what
sitting?
the
Wait, he's
house
sitting with his
for.
parents there. Can you go? Can I see that?
Hey, can you imagine if I showed up with a castle on my head at Fight Campaign this Saturday, and was like,
awesome,
but,
dude.
but also like dead serious, like what?
Jaden Smith wore a castle as a Grammy
there's no
shopper.
way Rogan would let the show continue. There's no way you, Rogan, Matt, Sarah would be like, it's just Brendan expressing himself.
I would punch him. I'd punch you in the face.
No, but what would you do?
If that was my son, I'd be like, hey,
no.
fuckface.
Oh no,
Get over here.
Oh no,
You're not wearing that.
No, my son can't wear sweats out of the house. We get in arguments all the time.
But I'd be like, listen, who
gotta have
the
respect
fuck
for
do you
yourself.
think you are? Like, what are you doing here? You're not, whatever you're trying to do is not working. You have a castle on your head. First of all, the people behind you can't see.
Castle on your head.
The people behind you can't see you, asshole. Second of all, you've just got to stop doing this. But look at him. That is Hollywood right there, baby.
But don't you want to be there because you deserve? Well, nobody actually deserves an award at those fucking things. They're all woke now.
Yeah,
but
you
wouldn't you
wanna
want to
be
be
there.
there
There's some
you have-
very talented
'cause- well,
musicians,
But
but-
wouldn't you want to be there not because you wear a castle on your head, but because you made great music? Does anybody think that's why you should be sitting at the table? Can you imagine?
That is.
Now, can you imagine if I wore
Wait,
that?
he
It's the worst outfit
crammed
I've
his
ever
head
seen.
into a miniature castle, and then somebody looked at him and went, "Looks great."
No, but even worse, they jumped in a fucking town car to get to the Grammys, and Will Smith went, "I like it."
And
If that was my son, I'd go, "You know, you're not getting out of the car,
love it,
right?"
King. Love it, King.
No. I'd say, "You know, you're not getting out of the car, right?"
You do
And
you,
if
King.
No.
You're not getting out of
I'd
the
say,
car.
"You're not getting out of the car," and you go, "Dad, come on." I go, "You know what? I actually kind of like it. Can I see it?" "Yeah, sure. Give me this." You're
would-
not wearing that.
I also wouldn't spend time with you. I'd be like, I don't get
no.
out of here.
Oh no! If that was to your boss, I'd go, "You know, you have to change your last name, right? You can wear that, but you have to change your last name."
Adobe Designs have proven one of my stars like Taylor.
Holy shit! It's $4,500.
45.
That's $4,500.
How many cool truck parts you can buy?
It's called the
for $4,500?
Vampire Castle headpiece. Priced at more than $4,500, made to order as the measurements are custom.
Designs have been previously
You
worn
are
by
an
Taylor Swift.
asshole.
Lady Gaga makes sense. Like,
yeah,
you know,
but
she's
not
kind of
even
out there.
You're still wearing a castle. You're so annoying.
Ask me how many people are going to wear this for Halloween this year, though. You guys
I
want to
mean-
make a solid bet this is going to be like top 5?
And then-
I
and
don't
then-
think
and then
so.
Kanye-
It's so stupid. Even for Halloween, it's stupid.
And then you got Kanye with that invisible cloak.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I'll take that, but
No.
but she's, and I said this on stage. That's a Xanax stare. That's a 10,000 yard. Like my joke was, she looks like one of those Japanese robots, those expensive
Yeah.
sex dolls. Like she really does.
Yeah,
man.
take my money.
No, 100%. But again, hey, bro, you're like, you'll just take your lady and turn her into just a light to shine on yourself. That guy,
if that's what
it's
she
not
wants.
enough. It's not enough for them. She's a gorgeous.
I'd rather be on that vibe than Jaden Smith's vibe.
Me too.
Yeah, she's impossibly hot. Those tits won't stop, huh? They're spilling all over.
Hey, your tits won't stop, huh?
She looks like she's had some trauma. She is dealing with a crazy person every day.
She looks like
Sleeping
she's
next to
been.
him.
She doesn't have to.
She doesn't look like she's doing well.
No,
It's like she's
no,
gonna
she doesn't look
5
happy.
years, 10 years from now, she's gonna come out and say, "I was being this, that, and the other thing," and she's gonna take no
I was
responsibility.
on NyQuil. You should take no responsibility.
Do you remember when
She
she went
looks
to
like she's on
Disneyland and
drugs.
Kanye didn't let her wear shoes? She walked around all day without shoes at Disneyland, you guys. Like, this is not normal.
No, she's
Hey,
gorgeous.
she's down though, huh? She's down.
She's gorgeous, but she doesn't look like things
That,
are
oh
going
man,
well.
she must have
is it
had the
white?
worst foot ache.
Tape.
Oh, it's tape.
Him too, because I wear these because my feet. These feel great. You don't want to wear the even if you're Kanye, you don't want to wear. Look what he's wearing. Those suck at Disneyland. Damn, she had tape. He taped her ankles at Disneyland.
Yeah, he's that relationship does not look healthy.
Maybe she's flourishing. Maybe she likes that crazy. Maybe she's
now.
batshit
Does it
crazy.
turn me on? Probably a little bit. All right.
Dude, if she's willing to do this,
Look at
do you
that.
think
Go
happens
right
in the
there. Look
bedroom,
at
dog?
with the white tank top up there. That's what I'm talking about. That's a good look.
Where's
that,
your pointer?
Who's that?
Guys love white, like, wife beaters on women, don't
Is
you?
that
Yeah.
her?
Probably one of their
Is that her?
kids.
that's just a tank top.
I tell you what, I didn't know either. This is
Kardashian.
becoming gossip podcast. I didn't know Blake Lively had a nose job, but what a transition. Look at this. Look at these people. They annoy me.
He doesn't annoy me as much because he's so
creative.
talented.
Yeah, he's so creative.
Yes.
He's a little crazy.
Like he was at the Grammys because his album was up for a Grammy. So that doesn't. Jaden's there because of his dad, and he has a house on his head. That's different.
Castle.
It is, and I agree with you. I think there is a difference.
There's a difference. If you're winning awards making fire ass music, and wear your fucking castle.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
Go
Those
ahead.
weird artistic, like Lady Gaga's.
Do your
super artistic.
thing.
Do your thing.
What
Don't get on the fucking podium and try and change the world and demand shit, because then you get off. You don't do shit.
bring up Blake Lively. I need you to just take this in
Yeah, she had a
before
honker.
and after.
She had a honker. But it's up who has.
Oh no, it was a great look. I mean, whoever did this, great decision. I mean, it is night and fucking day. Still cute, but big difference. Like, go to the other one over there. I mean, she's just like yeah. There, she looks like she's going.
She also grew up though. you
Yeah.
know? Like clearly had a took a little bit off the top.
But I'm looking at it going, maybe Brad gets a little something. You know what I mean?
To the nose? No.
Yeah, his nose is growing a little bit too much on his face. Maybe I get a little.
it is too
Trim
late.
it down.
For you. It's too late for you.
I got an old picture of you.
My nose was sharp.
You had a sharp
So I got-
fucking
my
nose,
nose
bro.
was absolutely destroyed.
I'm gonna send this to Chin. I want to bring this up because
I mean, I could
was.
find online.
Huh?
I had I'll find it. Like me in before UFC days.
Like that.
Yeah, there we go.
But
There we
go that lacrosse one.
There you go.
Go the lacrosse one.
Which
No,
one?
no. The straight on one.
Gay boy there, huh?
The one next to that chin. No,
This one?
that one. Like,
I don't know.
Like that. I had a honker.
Yeah, you got a big nose there, actually.
Yeah, so it actually got slimmer as you grew, right? And then when you get older, it gets to get.
Mine also got
thicker.
straight shattered by Crow Cop.
Yeah, yeah.
That too.
You were a little swollen there, probably from eating a lot.
But see,
of
like it's
sodium.
bigger here,
But overall, you had a sharp nose.
thinner here. I think.
Yeah. Look at that fucking
That first
hairline.
photo, he's a kid.
Did you shave your head just because that's what fighters do? Or what was it? Just
You don't have to. You don't want to do your hair and shit all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Bossy's here.
Oh.
Big boss.
Heavyweights. Remember that when your face was so swollen?
Yeah, that didn't make sense to me at all. I didn't.
sucked.
But
I remember that. You were just like, "Gah."
already.
That's a good time, wasn't it? Wasn't that fun? Getting punched in the fucking.
Oh man, it's just draining out days later.
Just sitting
Tough
there like
gig.
this. I'm like, how you doing? Like, you're like, I'm concussed. We're in Vegas, and you're just like, all right, what are you gonna do, man?
Yeah. What can you do?
Great.
What time are you? Are you flying back the same time I am on Sunday from Austin?
Sure am.
I get there
9
early.
9
Though.
a.m.
I get there Friday morning to visit schools.
Yeah, 9 a.m. You get leaving early.
On Sunday.
Yeah, I'll land at 10:30.
Yeah, I think I land at 10:30.
LAX.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can only do LAX, unfortunately.
What's that?
LAX was the only option. I hate LAX
I just
because we gotta get back because
just-
it's
if I
Super
could
Bowl
just make
Sunday.
enough- Yeah, just poor Eagles. But if I could just
Stop.
what I say?
I mean, yeah, chances are they lose unless they get the running game going.
Yeah, they're gonna lose.
I think they're gonna shut down Barkley and force Jalen Hurts to beat them. But
Yeah.
he's a shifty one. He can run now.
Shifty.
He's
strong,
the X factor because he can fucking run his ass off.
but hasn't put up big numbers in terms of
he doesn't have to. You have Barkley, the best run back in the league.
Yeah, and then maybe
Set
if
the
they have
all-time
to shut
record.
down Barkley,
You have to focus on Barkley. So you're challenging him to throw over the top, and then also if you're trying to shut down the run, he can run his ass off.
He can run his ass off. Strong.
And he has two
Strong.
ace receivers. Good luck.
Yeah.
There's a reason they're in the Super Bowl.
Yep, there is. I'd love to see them win. What do you think their chances are?
20%.
That's it, huh?
I'll tell you, 26 analysts have picked the Eagles and 41 have picked the Chiefs.
Really?
Yep.
26 is
Keep in mind, the Chiefs have been to 6 Super Bowls.
6.
They've won 2 of them.
Under Mahomes?
I'm sorry, 4.
With
4
Mahomes?
of them.
With Mahomes?
4 of them.
4 Super Bowls.
And the Eagles have been to. They're 1 and 3. They're 1 and 3 when it comes to Super Bowls.
Super Bowl is tough to win. But if you're going to watch this Sunday, make sure you download the DraftKings Sports app. Use promo code FIGHTER. Place any touchdown bet on Super Bowl 59 and get it matched as a bonus bet in the amount of your original bet. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Go Eagles. I'm not an Eagles fan.
Keep in mind, Brian.
Yeah.
The thing for the Chiefs is going to be like continuity, okay? They have 5 players who have played in each of their 4 Super Bowls, okay?
Okay.
So they got Mahomes, they got Kelsey, they got Jones, Butler, and Winchester. That's a big deal. These guys have already been to the dance.
And they're
They
all
know
good.
what they're doing.
But Jalen's been there too.
Jalen's been there too, though.
A lot of the Eagles been there.
But I agree
they've won.
100% with Brendan. If they can shut the running game down, because right now it's Mahomes for MVP and then Barkley. Like,
Yeah.
if Saquon can't do anything, game is over.
I think if Eagles win, Jalen Hurts your MVP.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts has a good game, they'll win.
Yeah.
If he goes off, they'll win.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley's not going to be MVP. They're going to shut him down because he's such an electric one-of-one player. And it's going to be on Jalen Hurts, and he can do it. And if he plays well, he wins your MVP and wins
Well,
the Super Bowl.
they've got to get open. And that fucking defense, that Kansas City defense is the best defense in the league.
Well,
So good luck.
currently, Kansas City's favored only by 1.5 points. The over-under is 49.5 points. So that 1.5 is tough.
That's a nice little weekend because UFC 312, and they have the Super Bowl 59.
Let's bring up the UFC. Let's talk a little bit about these fights. I'd like to get your picks.
Haven't we already talked about it?
Nope.
Did we talk about it on Monday, Chin?
I think we did talk about it a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, we
We talk
did.
about Du Plessis. We didn't
We
talk
got
about this fight.
we got a
did not.
good UFC.
We didn't talk about
current event.
Dricus Du Plessis and Sean Strickland too. And we didn't talk about these fights.
Go for it.
Yeah.
So talk about it.
Well, let me say this about this card. We're going to be doing a lot of talking.
It's
about
a
anything
terrible
but the
card.
fighters.
Unfortunately, the UFC has turned it into boxing where they stack the top and then the rest is trash. But here, compared to last week's fight night, which everyone's like, oh, it's so good. Guarantee this will be more exciting. More finishes all day on the main
This
card.
thing?
Yeah.
Let's take a little break. Let me ask you guys a question. You get tired, sluggish, you struggle in the gym. You ever have to go work out and you just don't feel like yourself? You're like, I need a nap, I don't want to work out. Let me explain something to you. It's time to level up with Joy Mode's Testosterone Support Complex. It's dubbed by Men's Journal as the ultimate manliness multivitamin. It's an all-natural powerhouse. It's designed to help you reclaim energy, confidence, and edge so you can crush your day, your workouts, and whatever life throws your way. Testosterone isn't just about muscle mass or libido. It's the fuel behind your energy, your stamina, your confidence, and overall vitality. So if you're feeling off your game, this is your chance to take control and give your body the support it deserves. Joy Mode's Testosterone Support Complex is packed with clinically proven ingredients like ashwagandha, tonkat ali, and boron, nature's best tools for supporting healthy testosterone levels, reducing stress, and improving recovery. No prescriptions, no gimmicks, just 3 capsules a day to help you. You can power through your workouts with strength and energy, stay sharp and focused at work, and feel your most confident self in and out of the bedroom. Over 100,000 men have already trusted Joy Mode to help them unlock their potential. And guess what? You can join them. Start today. Save 30% off with a subscription plan. And there you go. So if you're looking to take your game to the next level, visit tryjoymode.com. Use code FIGHTER at checkout for 20% off single purchases and 30% off subscription orders. That's TRYJOYMODE.com.
Like you might not know him, but there's some like that heavyweight fight you're talking about, two undefeated guys. Like there's some fun stuff on there.
Zhang Weili with Tatiana Suarez.
I got Tatiana.
You do?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Why? Striking?
No, wrestling. Should dominate wrestling. Dominate. Strickland DDP is interesting. I mean, look, your main event and co-main event are probably going to decision. The only way you see a finish if DDP lands a big shot. The only way you see a finish in the co-main event if Tatiana Suarez gets a submission. Both could happen.
Yeah.
The odds are that both of them go to decisions. DDP, Sean Strickland.
Yeah.
It's a case of DDP's team studying the film where technically he won the last fight. I thought he lost. But either way, he has so much room for improvement, and I don't see how much more Sean can do to win that fight. He's not going to take him down. He's not going to hit him with big shots. It's not what he does. He's going to fight the exact same way, and
Yes.
DDP has...
So easier
has
to plan, or
DDP has the ability to make a few adjustments and win the rounds more clear.
what are the adjustments that you'd have him make, do you think?
Just more takedowns. You could easily win some of those rounds that swayed Strickland's way last time
Yes.
with more takedowns. He had a great game plan where he knew Strickland was going to come on like a tidal wave, like he gets stronger as the rounds go on.
Mm-hmm.
So he made sure he won the first and second round, really solidified the first, second round. Then he took it a little easy in the third, a little easy in the fourth, and really came out in the fifth round.
Yeah.
So he'll be able to tweak that. He just has more. He just has more
Does
to tweak.
Strickland have Pereira in his corner? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, which doesn't help at all because he doesn't speak English. It's fun to say. It's fun
Yeah.
to say he's in your corner.
Yeah,
A,
I've never
doesn't speak English.
Doesn't throw a lot of kicks. He'll check.
No, Pierce
kicks.
throws kicks.
No, I'm saying Strickland. He checks kicks.
No, he checks
pretty
kicks.
well.
Yeah, he doesn't throw kicks.
Yeah.
But also, there couldn't be a guy to worse mimic DDP than Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira is a very calculated, strategic, methodical striker. DDP is very unconventional, can't duplicate, stronger than Alex. Just a complete different fighter.
He is, isn't he?
He's a monster.
he's
He's a
Isn't there a
monster.
rumor he hates him too?
Alex hates DDP, but
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
why
Doesn't
does he
matter though.
hate TDP?
Who knows?
And by the way, DDP, not DDP. Alex cornered Strickland against DDP the first time, so it's not the
I
first-
don't know what's a big thing.
Yeah, it's like it's not news.
weird.
Yeah, I don't.
It's not. It's not going to help him.
Right. What is the idea there? Is it just little details?
Shows that they're buddies. No, there's nothing Alex can really do. Good luck intimidating DDP.
No. Is he seeing things that maybe Strickland could do that's different? Is that what's going on?
It's
throw
tough.
more kicks, setups.
Good luck. It's good luck because Strickland. The reason why he's so successful is his defense. The
Yes,
issue with that
yes.
is his defense is so good, but he's not a power puncher and he doesn't capitalize when he gets out of the way. And then also, he throws he's landed more punches, but he throws so much volume, almost like an Nate Diaz on steroids. And I'm not saying
Yes.
Strickland on steroids, but he has such volume punching. And then DDP throws punches, and Strickland fights at a distance where it might not hit him, but it looks like they're landing because he's blocking a lot
Right,
of the
yes,
shots.
yes,
but the
rolling
judges
and
don't
stuff
know
like that.
what the fuck they're looking at, so they give him the rounds of DDP. You know, so you have to take that in consideration.
Yeah.
Okay, so his fighting style, maybe he's not getting hit, but he's in hitting distance. They can't see whether
Yeah.
the back's to him or they don't know what the fuck they're looking at, which most
Right.
don't.
I love watching Sean fight. I love that boxing, that Philly shell he's got, sort of thing. I think he's.
It doesn't make for an exciting fight.
Yeah, I guess I
we
love it.
appreciate
Yes,
the defense.
I
especially in
appreciate
MMA.
the
I
defense.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue watching him.
Right.
I'm
Not
saying from a
getting hit.
casuals, like, what the fuck are we doing, man?
Right.
And he's just he's not a guy who finishes fights. He's not a finisher.
So do you think he does? Do you think he's making any adjustments?
There's not much at his age. There's not much you can do
Yeah.
against a guy like DDP. That's why I think you'd give the edge to DDP. DDP's a motherfucker. I think DDP mollywops Khamzat too. I think he's
Really?
a nightmare for Khamzat.
Really? I think Khamzat has all the wrestling. I think Khamzat gives him big problems wrestling.
How's he finish him?
I think
Doesn't
that
submit him.
I think that I think I can see Khamzat
Getting his
getting
back.
behind him and raining shots down. Now, does that finish DDP? You're talking about a rugged, very strong guy, but I do
Probably
think,
the most durable guy.
yeah, I think that Khamzat
Now,
keeps him on the ground.
when you talk about grappling, remember DDP's a guy who entered it's like last man standing. They call it shark rounds, last
Yeah.
man standing. So you stay as long as you can to submit people. He entered a tournament that was like that, was filled with Gracie black belts, submitted all of them.
He submitted all of them.
You're talking about a complete savage.
A savage.
Savage. And
He must
physically.
He must be physically weirdly
Do you
strong.
know how big he is? He's huge, dude.
Well, he's so dense.
He can fight.
So thick.
For like him going to 205, it's like all
Easily.
day.
Easily.
So I think for DDP.
How does he get down?
Science.
Yeah.
So I think DDP probably beats Strickland, beats Khamzat, and then goes up and fights at 205. That's how it goes for him.
I would
DDP's just
say
so
that,
raw and his cardio's good now.
yeah.
Good luck.
I would say Khamzat. I think Khamzat takes him down all day, and I think Khamzat wins that.
Here's the
I don't
thing.
think
So everyone thought that about Kamaru Usman and
Yeah.
Gilbert Burns. Here's the thing about Khamzat.
he gets
How do you
tired.
think Khamzat does in the fourth and fifth round?
And DDP is
Because all his fights, if they go past the second, he really
Yeah.
tailors off.
Yeah, that's right.
DD or Strickland for that. Strickland
that's-
could easily win this fight. Strickland, Khamzat, yeah. Khamzat better get him out in those first two rounds. That third,
yeah,
fourth,
he
and
better
fifth can be a
wrestle him.
fucking nightmare.
Yes, that's right.
Third, fourth, and fifth can be
Yeah.
a nightmare.
Yeah, you don't want to stand and bang with.
And those guys are so good. Good luck finishing them in the first, second round, especially a guy like DDP, who's well versed on the ground and
Yeah.
get him down. And he's
Yeah.
bigger than you and stronger.
Yeah.
And hits like a Mack truck. And Khamzat gets hit.
He must
I got DDP.
hit very hard.
I get the hardest.
Oh,
He's a fucking nightmare, man. There's a reason why he's a fucking champ, dude. KSI champ.
there's a reason.
Champ in the UFC. Good luck. Undefeated. Good fucking luck, dude.
well, a lot of it's his
And
mindset.
he's a brute.
A lot of it's his mindset.
They all got good mindsets, but
Well, he just yeah, they all do. But
they all do.
He fucking comes alive.
No, it's
man.
it's his X factors. He's a really big dude. He's unconventional. Hits like a Mack truck and has good cardio.
Yeah.
And he can dictate where the fight
He's
goes.
an unlikely champion in many
He's
ways
just
if you
good
saw
and
him.
he's fucking just really good at everything. Just a savage.
Yeah, but he is durable. You got to remember, Adesanya beat on him for 4 fucking rounds, and he just kept coming forward. He's gonna connect. He's gonna connect. If you stand and bang with him, he's gonna connect.
He didn't really connect on Strickland, but yeah, Strickland's a hard one to hit.
Yeah, he is.
It's gonna be interesting what the UFC does with Strickland if he did lose this fight. The most people want DDP versus Khamzat, and the reason he didn't get it is because of Khamzat's scheduling and places he can fight. I know DDP wanted Khamzat too, so they put Strickland in there, which I don't mind because I thought Strickland won that fight, so immediate rematch makes sense. But
I'm rooting for Strickland. I just want to see him win the belt again.
I like both guys.
Yeah.
I like both guys. I'm rooting hard for Tatiana Suarez. That's my girl. She's a
My
beast.
my guess is that DDP is going. DDP is in his prime. Like he's going to get better and better. I think, or not necessarily better and better. You can see him being the 85-pound champion for a lot of reasons.
I think he's only there for another 1 or 2 fights. And
Because he
205.
can't. Because they
no, he can.
weight cuts
There's just
advantage.
more money at 205. Being a double champ, you make more money.
Yeah.
And it also think if he knocked Strickland out cold and then called Alex Pierre in the ring, was like, "You meet 205."
I mean,
my
that'd be
money.
pretty awesome. Now, what do you think about that? That's a lot to handle.
It's tough to gauge on DDP because you always think he's gonna get lit up, and then he's a fucking problem.
He's not close to the striker Alex Pierre is.
No,
And
he's not. Hey,
he's going to get caught.
No, but he's not close to the striker Strickland is. He's not close to Izzy is. He's not
Right.
close to Darren Till is.
yes,
Beats
yes.
all of them.
Yes, but
Beat all of them.
Pierre hits differently.
For sure.
And he kicks differently.
For sure. Now Izzy beat him.
Izzy beat him.
Yes.
Which was why Izzy is greatness. But
And DDP can wrestle now, and he's good cardio, and he hits very hard,
wrestling
and
is,
he's not traditional.
yeah.
So when you get a guy like Alex Pierre, who's very used to his technique so fucking good at a high level,
Gonna stand right in your grill too.
and when you get a guy like DDP where he's throwing shots that you're really not training to, you've been training since you're a kid, you're not seeing shit like that.
Yeah.
It gets weird.
Yeah.
And he has a champion mentality. Good fucking
Yeah,
luck,
you
man.
start eating those shots though from Pereira. Oof. Those kicks, those punches, just bigger.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. You're gonna see a guy who's just as strong as
DDP's bigger than Alex. Oh no. Yeah, Alex ain't as strong as DDP.
You don't think so?
No.
I think Alex probably feels different than everybody.
Oh no.
He's so big, Bubba.
You have
He's
no
so
idea how big DDP is.
But Alex is big.
He's tall.
He's thick, Bubba. He looks like he's made of fucking, I don't know, like a different kind of material. He really does.
The UFC DDP when he's not cutting. He's massive. Dude.
Really.
The biggest middleweight we have. He's huge, dude.
How does he get down? How the fuck
The
does he do it?
professionals, dude.
That's but you think. But so when you suck that kind of
Alex
weight,
got down.
yeah. But when you suck that kind of weight, you gas, and he doesn't gas.
He had an issue before, but he figured it out. So imagine DDP not cutting, going to 205, even stronger. Chin's even better. Hits even harder.
More endurance.
Good fucking luck, man. He's going to be around for a hot second. Better get on the train. He's a fucking problem.
Looking forward to
He doesn't look conventional, and then some of his stuff is sloppy, and his head's over his feet. Good luck. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited for it. What do you got, Jen?
Let's go with this one first, Jen.
All right, let me find it.
Since we're just talking about Strickland here.
You can talk about it, and then I'll find it.
So there's a recent press conference, guys. Strickland just went off on Khamzat and called him a WH blank.
a whore.
I don't
It's a
wanna
weird
say
thing
it.
to call somebody. Let me see.
That little, the Chechen whore Chimaev. Hey, we need to talk about this. One more thing before we get out of here. We need to talk about Mr. Chimaev. All right? Let's talk about this guy. I keep hearing Chimaev this, Chimaev this, Chimaev that, but what does the history and facts say about Chimaev? And you guys are media, you should know this. Chimaev fled Chechnya with his family because, an oppressive warlord dictator that killed people indiscriminately. No hate on him. It's your country. He goes back to Chechnya. He goes back to Chechnya because somebody wants to buy him a G-Wagon. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'll be that. I'll do it. I'll bend the knee for you, man. I like G-Wagons. And then what happens? The leash gets way too tight. And you know what? I think the U.S. government kind of looks at him like a terrorist now. Why? Because people get murdered all the time in Chechnya and they completely violate human rights. So now Chimaev's scared of like, oh man, dude, I wanted to be a whore, but I didn't want to go full tip. Now he flees to somewhere in the sand pit. And now he's hiding out in the sand pit. And now what does he do? Chimaev, what does he do? He has a Bitcoin scam, and he scams all his fans. Let me tell you guys something. I had the same Bitcoin scam offered to me. It was like 200,000, and I was saying, dude, I'm not going to scam my fans. I don't need money that bad. But that's what Chimaev did. So, yeah, Chimaev, you can fight. You can fight. You got a beard. But let history record it as.
You got a beard?
You, sir, are a You fled a country. You went back, and you got buddy with a dictator, and you fled again. Doesn't matter how good of a fighter you are and will always be a
I like the mustache.
Thoughts?
Sean,
post.
I like him. I've always liked Sean Strickland. I just like him in general.
Yeah.
And I think at heart, Sean seems like a really good guy. Like he seems like a nice guy. He's a fighter. He's an unruly. I think of Sean way more as a fighter than an athlete in a lot of ways too. As athletic as he is and as good as a fighter, he's just a fighter, and and he's also colorful. I think a lot of what Sean says is tongue in cheek shit. Like he does the media game pretty well. You ever seen him when he was younger with long hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had great hair.
Oh, he's a real dime piece.
What?
You ever seen him? Bring him up for
Tarzan. It was
bring
like
him up
Tarzan.
for our girl here. And
He was
I want to
handsome.
get your take on this
Super
guy.
handsome.
Handsome as shit.
Yeah, super handsome.
Good looking fucking kid.
I like bald dudes though, so let's see.
Well, he's a good looking motherfucker. Look at him right there. You tell me he's not good looking. I mean, that's a good looking kid right there. No, go. Yeah.
He looks great there.
I mean, come on.
He looks like Scott Stapp from Creed.
He's a movie star. The kid right there. Go down there, Chin. Go down.
I wish you had your pointer, man.
See the one right fucking. So go right.
Bun?
No, the next one. Yeah, right there.
No.
That's a good looking kid
No.
right there. Come on. What do you mean no?
Bald's better.
Jaw line, great hair. Looks like a
He's
fucking
great. He
surfer.
looks great.
God damn, that's a good looking kid.
I like the bald.
I think Sean too is building the fight him versus Khamzat. It's smart. Whatever angle you got to take.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Yep.
But yeah,
He's there with a
There's definitely
horse.
something going on with Khamzat and his visa and coming to America. He'll be able to get here now because of Trump and Dana's relationship. But
Hold on,
before,
Khamzat posted
someone was
something.
fishy. And the reason you don't see DDP fighting Khamzat, which most of the fan base wanted, is because Khamzat, whatever, it didn't work out. For some reason he couldn't travel. So it's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
But I'd root for Strickland all day over Khamzat.
Yeah.
And DDP over Khamzat.
Yeah.
In the day, though, they got to fight.
Where's he trained, Bub?
Who?
Strickland?
Strickland's in Vegas. Here in Vegas. Nick Six. Great coach. Probably the best.
Really?
Yeah. Amazing coach.
Where did he learn? Is that where he learned strike? I mean, he learned striking, but his striking is really high level. His
His
boxing.
defenses.
Yeah, his defense, yeah.
That's what Hamza posted.
Why are you baby crying all the time? Father didn't give you love, or he showed his love to you too much.
Ooh,
Oh, jeez. That's his dad?
that's not.
I imagine I didn't do the
dad looks
research, but
pretty
I imagine
brutal.
that's his dad.
Dad looks pretty like a.
And then he heard
brutal guy.
about the stories with abuse.
Yeah, his dad
from his-
molested him,
yeah.
right?
Jesus Christ. I don't like that. I don't like bringing shit like
But
that.
Sean's going at Khamzat hardcore. That's why Khamzat.
That's why
this.
Sean's, yeah.
Yeah.
Careful what you ask for, though. But it just builds it. Unfortunately, like in this dark MMA world, so it goes, you see a gay-looking kid with long hair. You're actually seeing is a gay-looking kid with long hair who is trying to hide from a life of hate and anger. Most of you cannot imagine the level of hate and anger I had in me growing up. Some of you know what it's like.
Yeah, they're getting deep in this one.
I get it, man.
Just builds the fight.
Yeah. His dad looks like a brutal human being. Eesh. There's some real evil out there. Is that Conor McGregor getting off? Oh, no, that's never. Sorry, never mind.
Don't pay attention.
Yeah, I gotta get away
You
with
get,
this.
get it off.
Yeah,
Jim.
yeah,
Get
yeah.
it off.
Go to the New York Post one. So I'm a hockey nut, and a little bit ago, unfortunately, Johnny Gaudreau and his brother were both hit by drunk drivers
Oh, man.
and died. Johnny Gaudreau, arguably one of the coolest names, Johnny Hockey, whatever. But what's happening now is the guy who hit him is coming forward and saying their blood alcohol content was higher than mine.
Yikes.
So I shouldn't be held accountable for this. So Johnny and his brother were riding bikes.
Wow.
And they were in town for their sister's wedding that was the next day.
Oh, my fucking God.
The night before, they get hit. They both die.
They both died on bikes.
On bicycles, yeah.
Fuck, dude.
So now it's a matter of what's the court going to do.
Are those them right there?
Yeah.
So it says allegedly chugged half a dozen beers before he fatally slammed into the Columbus Blue Jackets hockey star and his brother while they're riding their bikes in Oldman's Township, New Jersey. That's terrible.
That is when did this happen?
Right before season.
Late last August.
Dude.
That's terrible.
So they're saying that Johnny's blood was 0.129, his brother was 0.134, but the guy driving was 0.087.
Which is
But-
low.
That's like
It's actually low.
barely.
But does
above
it
the limit.
matter? Like
That's what I want to know, and they haven't figured that out
it
yet.
doesn't matter because they were on bikes and you're in a car.
And the pedestrian always has the right of way.
Just over.
Depends. Were they crossing illegally? Like
If you're drunk, if your blood alcohol levels, if you were really drunk on a bicycle,
You get a DUI.
that is actually admissible in court, and that could be a lot.
So it says that guy was 0.129. I'm guessing the bicycle
It is a
riders.
fucking
Yeah,
tragedy.
Johnny was 0.129, his brother's 1.
To lose
134,
both your
that's
brothers
like-
like that is fucking horrible.
terrible.
In the day before their sister's wedding.
Dude. The parents, it's a disaster.
And
It's
one of them had a son. It just,
fucking
it
nightmare.
sucked, dude. But I'm really curious to see what's going to happen with this one moving forward.
It is a good question, though, right? They're both.
But I
drinking,
think it
this-
depends. Were they on the sidewalk?
exactly. So if the
It
bicycle
depends where they were. If they were in the middle of the road, like some jackasses being drunk on bikes,
and then swerving like
that
crazy.
guy's still fucked because he was in a car drunk and killed him. So he's screwed no matter what. But their defense is, well, they were drunk too. Yeah, but they were on bikes, and if they're on the sidewalk, what are you doing, dude?
No, I'm saying, what if the bicyclist like just swerved into the
That's
in
what
front
I'm
of the
saying.
car? Like you
Yeah.
don't. But either way, he's already he's over the limit. Even if it's like tiny bit over the limit, he's fucked.
He's fucked.
Yeah,
no
he's
matter
fucked.
what. But I wonder if there's any tape or anything.
Yeah,
from the- from the
I'm sure they're doing their
cams.
investigation.
We can tell if he drove into their lane or something. It's all terrible.
Yeah, this.
Last night, a comic, I don't know if I should say this, but I'm going to, at the Laugh Factory, hugged you, and you were like, "What is that?" And they went, "It's my gun." And they were carrying a gun. And I looked at him, I go, "Is that legal?" And he goes, "Nah." I go, "You know what's going to happen to you in LA if you're caught with a gun in your belt like that? He's like, and I go,
Comic I know?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to cost you a lot of money. He's like, yeah, but I'm wearing jewelry. So I'm like,
He literally said, I don't want you to think it was my,
yeah.
Pussy.
which were great. And then lifted the shirt. And I don't know if you saw my face. I was just shocked. And then when you looked at me and said, what happened? I didn't even know what to say until he
I was
showed
like,
it to
hey,
you.
bro, you're carrying a gun.
Yeah.
Not a great idea.
Yeah.
Not a great idea.
No.
Was it in actual a holster?
No, right in his pants.
So you just literally tucked it in the
Yeah.
waist.
He knows guns though very well.
But that's so.
Yeah, he's very, very, very experienced with guns.
I know who
knows
he is.
guns.
Our boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right.
Is he from Arizona?
I know it. Okay, what you can tell me. Was it a Glock or was it what?
Yep.
A Glock.
Good gun. Good for concealed
He's
carry.
always carried.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, always.
He knows his guns.
He's the man.
But I love him. Good kid.
Okay, a couple more from me. Here's one of our boy Cheeto, and he was filming a podcast, and things, as we were just talking about, got a little weird.
Yeah.
You would win?
Like, what would you do if I came up to you right now and I was like, yo, check it?
I
Grab my
wouldn't
knife.
go like that.
Oh.
And let you know. That knife won't get closer. Go sit down, buddy.
Don't fuck with Cheeto Barrow, motherfucker.
You would win?
Like, what would you do if I came up to you right now and I was like, yo, check it?
What's he
I
having right
wouldn't
now?
go like that.
It's a knife.
It's a knife.
Yeah, and Cheeto Vera is a legit badass. Now, when Cheeto has a gun, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
And you notice they turned the comments off.
Yeah, they're like,
That's fucking awesome right there. That's
love Cheeto.
And he's so calm about it.
because Cheeto understands violence. Like Cheeto's a real fucking
Well, where
dude.
he's from, too.
Yeah, he's a whole different.
Right.
Cheeto's
He's
a
a
real-
whole different level of
Cheeto's the
motherfucker.
best.
Yeah, love that and smart. I fucking love that guy.
Cheeto's the best.
Love him.
And the last one I got for you guys is, I know you guys are super into this stuff. The Gambino crime family's home
Look at
is
this.
going on the market.
I was looking at this morning. I thought, when you go through the pictures, I'm like, think of the conversations that those walls have heard.
Oh, do you know what I'm
Only
doing?
18
you know what I'm doing
million.
when I buy that house? I'm taking a
I'm thinking
sonar and I'm
yes.
looking in the
That's
fucking
exactly-
walls.
Walls.
Oh, I'm looking in the
walls.
I'm looking in the garden.
We're finding everything we can because there is treasure stashed in that house. Look at that fucking house. Where is that?
So he would
Staten Island.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah, you can see I like that.
Oh,
Look at the
Lord have
Ferrari
mercy.
room.
Lord have mercy, that's a nice house.
Insane.
Oh, that's nuts. Crime doesn't pay, huh?
33,000 square foot, 8 bedrooms, 17 bathrooms. Why do you need 17 bathrooms
That's
if you
a
have 8
fucking
bedrooms?
mansion, bro. That's a man.
That's what you would expect out of a
mob
Gambino
boss?
crime boss.
Yeah. Wow.
That's a picture perfect house for.
How do you not get
mafioso.
audited? It's like, hey, wait a minute. Staten Island.
There's no one left in the family to keep that, though?
But this house, he wasn't the last to live there. He got murdered in before. That's Gambino took him out. I'm sorry, John Gotti took him out to become the
Right, yeah.
Gambino.
You got
You're right,
murdered.
you're right,
What
you're right,
was it? 1985. You got murdered.
Later than that, but it was in front of a steak
It was,
restaurant.
I think it might have been 85.
Gambino murder.
Or was that Castellano?
Paul Castellano. Paul Castellano.
That is Paul
Paul
Castellano.
Castellano.
Yeah, that's Paul Castellano, who's the head of the
I think
Gambino.
it was.
Ahead
I
of-
think it was
yeah.
85. Yeah.
Oh, good
Damn,
call,
it's a
B.
long time.
Yeah, right as he was going to dinner.
Yeah, right in front of Spark Steakhouse,
Your
which I've
boy
eaten
set
at
it.
many
Your boy
times.
set it up.
Yep.
Sammy the Bull.
Yep.
Oh yeah, your actual boy. I thought you were
Mastermind
joking.
behind it.
Yep. Uh-oh, Marcus Jordan.
Yes. By the way, I don't care about the story really, but there's something I saw that was it just caught my eye right away. So Michael Jordan's son, he got arrested, I think in Florida. He was actually fleeing from the police.
He was like, "My dad's Michael Jordan." They were like, "What?"
Yeah, and he ended up on a railroad track area. It was a bunch, and then they ended up finding like cocaine on him and stuff like that.
What kind
But
of car was
that's
that? What kind of car was
a
it?
Lamborghini. It might have been the truck. I'm not sure.
It was
but,
no, it was a Lambo.
was just regular Lambo.
Yeah,
Right
and
now, the
So here's what this is where I'm tripping out here.
This lady.
Yes, dude.
son
Watch.
of NBA legend Michael Jordan is out of jail. We broke the news of him bonding out of jail at noon, and now we're digging into his arrest on the train tracks in Maitland. Let's choose Michelle Meredith live in Maitland. near
Michelle
the tracks.
Meredith.
Michelle, this is not Jordan's first run-in.
Michelle, real quick, are you a bird?
Well, earlier, Seminole County deputies had tried to stop him for reckless driving, but he wouldn't stop. So imagine
She's
everyone's
great.
surprise when they
I love
found
her.
him stopped on these railroad tracks. In
On these
Maitland.
railroad tracks. And he or she was.
So there's more of her when she.
He looks like a regular sized man. In fact, that woman is taller. What's going on here?
The police say they
she's
were insisting
great.
that Jordan gets out of his SUV.
She's so
but they
serious.
say
Like it's this
he
huge. Like they
insisted
found
that
Jimmy
he
Hoffa.
drive his car.
So you can tell she looks like a character, right?
Yeah.
Then it hit me. Do you guys ever watch SNL? Yes, dude. And I looked up Pat one more time. I'm like, dude, same voice, same look,
Yeah.
everything.
Remember Pat? You couldn't do this today. You didn't know what.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell what gender she
Yeah,
was. They
yeah.
never alluded to it.
Yeah,
Ever.
that's great. Does Michael
insane to
Jordan's
me.
son? This son does what?
He runs the Jordan brand
Oh, he does.
big time. Yeah.
Okay,
Don't
so
get it
he's a
twisted.
smart.
Well, I mean, who knows if he's qualified to run that?
Mark
But yeah,
as
he
well.
runs
I mean,
the Jordan
he
brand.
does some shit, right?
He played
American
basketball.
former college basketball player. Okay, so he played some ball.
He used to date Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
Yep,
Aren't they still dating right now?
No,
Oh.
they broke up.
that's really interesting. Opened a high-end sneaker store named the Trophy Room. All right.
All right. That's
You're
it.
going too fast.
No, but that was it.
There's not much
wanna
there,
see.
but yeah, he works.
So
for
not
his
much,
dad.
not much going on. He's
Yeah,
yeah.
There's a reason why he's wilding out.
Okay.
He when he got pulled over by the cops. He's like, "My dad's Michael Jordan." They're like, "Cool, man. Get in the back of the car."
Yeah. Well, guys, the news just keeps getting better. If you're in Minneapolis, you come see me. February 13, 14,
That bird's
15.
gonna be opening up for you.
The bird will be opening up for me, and it's going to
Built
be
like a
great. Miami,
penguin.
Miami, Florida, February 20, 21, 22. Let's get some. Las Vegas, Wise Guys, March 21,
Great
22.
club.
I got a bunch of other dates. I got to put.
All right, kids. When this comes out, I will be at King of the Hammers tomorrow. I'll be there 9 a.m. to who knows when. But come say what's up. I'll be out there with the Desert Stroke Hummer that we swapped in the 6.0 Power Stroke motor. It's finally done. Fingers crossed. But I will be out there. So come say what's up if you're at King of the Hammers. This Thursday, I leave Friday. So one day only. Come say what's up, kids. Love you. Drive Fast All Gas. We got a bunch of new anti-electric vehicle club shirts, hoodies, hats, all sorts of cool shit on there. All right? That's it, kids. Love you. See you around. This is Fire Kid. We're out.